Namecheap versus Dynadot. Which one is better? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? So a while back I created a video on the top 10 domain name registrars, and in that video the two registrars that were really outstanding were Namecheap and Dynadot. Now, I personally use Namecheap and recommend Namecheap in all of my tutorials, but that's not to say that Dynadot wasn't compelling. So what I went ahead and did was I registered a domain name through Dynadot. I actually re-registered superawesomedating.com, which was my very first website I built 10 years ago all by myself. I'm bringing it. Okay, I'm just joking. Nobody wants dating advice from me. But anyways, in this video, we're going to be comparing Namecheap versus Dynadot. We're going to be taking a look at things like their price, website builder, email, ease of use, and support, as well as any aftermarket features. Like always, make sure to check the links in the description. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's take a look at the domain price for these two domain name registrars. So Namecheap is fantastic with their prices. They have some of the lowest prices around, but I have to say, Dynadot beats them. Clearly beats them. So if we take a look at, we'll take a look at the top level domain names.com, .net, and .org, because those three are the most popular. So a .com you can get for $8.80 a year at Namecheap, and then it renews at $12.98. Whereas at Dynadot, it's $8.99 to register, and it renews at $8.99. So the renewal rate at Dynadot is cheaper for a .com than it is at Namecheap. So now a .net is normally $12.98, and it renews at $14.98. .net at Dynadot is $5.99 to register and then $10.99 to renew. Then .org is $12.98 and it renews at $14.98. Whereas we take a look at .org, it's $7.99 to register and then $10.99 renewal rates. And Dynadot also has bulk pricing. What that means is basically if you're going to be a customer who spends $500 or more on a yearly basis, basically on domains and services, that they offer some special discount for you. Anyways, just strictly with regards to pricing, Dynadot's the winner. Without a doubt. They just have better prices. The renewal rates for .com, .net, .org, the most popular top level domain names, is just lower at Dynadot than Namecheap. Now, Namecheap is still really good compared to other domain name registrars, compared to most domain name registrars like GoDaddy and others that charge $17.99, $18.99 a year. So, Namecheap is still good, but strictly speaking with price, you can't go wrong with Dynadot because they do actually have lower prices for strictly domain name registration. Okay, so that was it for price. Now let's take a look at the website builder from Dynadot as well as Namecheap. What I really like about Dynadot is that you get a free one-page website builder. They do kind of force you to upgrade if you want to have more than one pages, but you still get access to just a one-page builder. The website builder from Namecheap and Dynadot. So the website builder from Namecheap and Dynadot operates basically the same way. It's a drag and drop block editor that you get templates that you can quickly and easily customize. Now with Namecheap, they say that they give you a free website builder, but it only comes with a shared hosting account. And now in my opinion, if you're going to be paying for a shared hosting account, you might as well just install WordPress and install a theme and design your site that way than using a website builder. Because while website builders allow you to build a beautiful website, they're terrible in terms of their on-page SEO. If you want to know more, just check out any of my Google Sites tutorial where you can develop a really nice site, but then just the SEO is often, and the same issue is with all page builders, be it from Namecheap or Dynadot. Now, one little advantage of Namecheap and Dynadot over, say, Google Sites is they do allow you to have a little bit more custom designs with your website, with these different templates that are designed for like e-commerce, personal, entertainment, technology. And so if you just take a look, basically this is what the page builder for Namecheap looks like. Quick and easy to design a nice looking website. Comes with different templates. Everything's just drag and drop. Very intuitive. And again, this comes with a shared hosting account, and it's going to set you back about $33 a year all in all. And so that is basically it. So now, however, let's take a look at Dynadot. Now Dynadot has a free plan. Free just means that you can publish literally a one-page website. And if you want to see that in action, here's superawesomedating.com. Has a nice secure website. I forgot to mention that with both page builders, the site is secure. You do get an SSL certificate with both, and so that's just mention that. That's just you don't need to worry about it not being secure. But basically, this is just a one-page site, and so basically, I just registered this domain name with Dynadot, and now I get this one-page website that I can design But if I try to like add more pages, then it upsells me and says like I have to upgrade my account, etc. But in terms of the page builder, this is what it looks like for Dynadot. It's very nice and intuitive. I really like the way it looks with the stuff off to the left, and it's just easy to navigate and figure out like what I want to add. And so like for example, like we just take a spacer here, and then here just drag and drop in. Nothing complicated. An image. Okay, let's just take an image and we'll just drop it in right there. Then I can upload an image like that. It's literally drag and drop. So, I mean, that's just intuitive. Just jump in and play around with it. Now, they have a bunch of different plans. So the free plan is actually pretty good because you get one email. You get one custom email with your website. So you get one page website and a custom email, and I think that's fantastic. Now basic is $10 a year. You can have 5-page website and display Dynadot ads. Okay. In my opinion, the basic plan's okay, but you're better off just using Google Sites if you're dead set on using a page builder. You just want to have a simple personal site that's going to be 5 pages, use Google Sites. Then it kind of pushes you more so to use the Pro plan. And so the Pro plan is $30, and that's kind of on par with like Namecheap's, their shared hosting plan. So there's no real compelling reason to basically, in my opinion, to get this. I think the real selling point is this right here, where you can create a one-page website. Basically, what you'd want to do with this is like if you're a domainer, you can create a one-page site saying this domain name is available for sale. Click here to contact the owner or whatever. Send an email right now. That sort of thing. That's what you could do. And also the fact that you can have it one email address with your domain name, because most domains you have to basically you have to pay for email, and so it's really nice that you get actually one email address with this basically free plan. And so that's basically it for the site builders. So they operate in different ways. With Namecheap, it's basically you have to get a shared hosting account. With Dynadot, they kind of sell you on the Pro plan because that's basically removes Dynadot ads, unlimited pages, etc. So this is basically like a shared hosting account. It's on par with the price that Namecheap is charging you. But then again, it's like, why not just get a shared hosting account? Why use this page builder? And then the basic is kind of like in the middle, $10 a year. I mean, that's okay. Like you get 5 email addresses, okay. You get a blog, okay, that's nice. But you can only publish up to 5 pages. Like this is just, it's weird. It's just weird. It's like just use Google Sites if you're going to use the basic. So I would either use free or pro. But honestly, I would just skip on page builders altogether, these website builders. If I was going to use a personal site and use a website builder, I would use Google Sites or that, and that's it. Or I would just get a cheap shared hosting account and then just install WordPress and go that route. But anyways, that is it for the website builders for both Namecheap and Dynadot. Email. We're going to compare email between Namecheap and Dynadot. So if you're ready, let's jump into my laptop and begin. Email with Dynadot and Namecheap. So it should be noted that both Dynadot and Namecheap allow email forwarding. So you can basically set it up so emails to your professional email get sent to your Gmail, and then you can reply back. I have a whole nother tutorial on how to do that. But basically, email at Dynadot, if you just want email, it starts at $15.99 a year. And basically, you get unlimited email accounts for your domain. So you can have unlimited email accounts per your domain. You can have support, hello, your name, at your custom domain name. And then here they have a bunch of different features here where you can have basically choose your bandwidth or choose your disk space if you need more or less or whatever. And overall, I think it's a really good value. And with Namecheap, with their email, basically they start at 99 cents a month. And so it pays $11.88 a year, and it renews at $11.88. You get one free mailbox, 5 gigabytes for emails, 2 gigabytes. I think most people would be on the Pro plan typically if you really need email, which you get 3 free mailboxes included, 30 gigabytes for emails, and 50 gigabytes for file storage. Now, one other little thing to note is that Dynadot, with their website builder, they do provide one email address. You get one custom email address, which is really nice. So if you just want to use that, basically you have to jump into Dynadot. You have to activate the site builder. So the site builder for this domain that I have registered with Dynadot is active. And so to get into access to that, it's a little bit clunky with Dynadot. So you basically have to click edit, open up the site. Okay, and now you're like, what do I do? You have to click on, there we go, settings. Then you have to click on email. See, and that's what I mean. I just clicked on email, nothing's popping up. It's there we go. And then here we just click on a plus sign, and then there you go. You can create your own custom domain name at your website. Personally, unless you're a business and you really need email, this is really not an important feature, because I would personally just do email forwarding and then set up everything up with Gmail on the back end and then just go that way. But again, just comparing the different features that both of these domain name registrars have. So anyways, that is it for email. Okay, so that was it for email. So basically, let's talk about support and ease of use between Namecheap and Dynadot. This section is going to be really short because they're basically the same. So they both provide chat support. I did find Dynadot's chat support to be a little bit more quick, but that's not to say that Namecheap is bad, but they're both kind of the same. You can chat with a live person whenever you have a question about your domain name, or like, you have a question about like, how do I set up this redirect, or like, what am I doing wrong with this domain name? I'm trying to have it do this, etc. They both provide chat support, so you can talk to a real person. They also provide email support, so you can just send in an email, and you can both call both companies. Now, in terms of like managing your account, they both have their own, you have your own account, your own dashboard, etc. I personally prefer Namecheap. I think it makes a little bit more sense, where I have a nice list of all my domain names. I can jump in and manage each domain name and change things more quickly. But you can do all that with Dynadot. It's just things are in a different spot, and it's not that big of a deal. So in terms of easy use, I find them pretty much the same. Now, I do find Dynadot to be a little bit more annoying, because I did test like trying to request my password and things like that. And like if you type in a wrong password, and then it kind of not locks you out, but then it makes you do a CAPTCHA. And I did find Dynadot to be really much more annoying to get access to my account if you ever forget your password, that sort of thing. Whereas Namecheap's a lot faster to get account recovery information, etc. I mean, not a big deal, but I only tested this because your domain name registrar is one of those things where you don't log into it every day, so it is kind of thing that you'll forget, like, oh yeah, what's my password? I forget. And so Dynadot's a little bit more annoying, but it's not like a deal breaker, like, oh, I can't use Dynadot because they have CAPTCHAs, and it's just more annoying. On the back end, they're basically the same way. You both get a dashboard, support, pretty much the same between the two companies. You'll be happy with both. Okay, and last, let's take a look at the aftermarket for both Namecheap and Dynadot. So if you're wondering what do you mean by aftermarket, well, like a lot of domain name registrars, they come with their own built-in system to like buy and sell domain names that you own. That's called domaining. The biggest marketplace obviously is owned by GoDaddy, which is still one of the most compelling reasons to use GoDaddy. But if you're strictly looking for domain name registration, that's why I always recommend Namecheap, because they have better prices, and Dynadot too, they have great prices. But anyways, I want to take a look at basically the marketplace, how that works on the back end. How do you sell, buy, put bids on domain names, etc. So let's get to it. Okay, the marketplace for Dynadot and Namecheap. So it's basically aftermarket. What that means is it's basically the area where you can buy and sell domain names that you've registered, or domain names that other people have registered, etc. Personally, I find Dynadot to be a little bit better. They have a lot more features, personally. I mean, first off, we have expired domain auctions, bid on expired domain names here. Expired domain names are basically domain names that were registered that have just expired, then the person didn't re-register them, and they've passed their grace period. And so sometimes you can find really good stuff like reviewshealth.com, for example. That's a good one. Fiverr script, that's a bad one because that's a copyright. That's a copyrighted word, so you can't use that. But, basically you can just jump in here and you can find domain names that have been recently expired, and sometimes you'll find really good ones. They also offer domain back orders, which I really like, because what a back order is basically, it's like when you have a high demand domain name, you can put in a back order, so you and like maybe 100 other people will put in a back order for like fire.co. Then like when fire.co becomes available, if it ever becomes available, you have the chance to grab it yourself and register it for yourself. Then back order domain auctions over here. So bid on domain names with multiple back order requests. That's great. User domain auctions, domain name marketplace. And so basically this whole market allows you all these different sections. You have your expired domain names, back orders, domain back order auctions, user domain auctions, domain marketplace. It's really nice. You have a lot of different features with Dynadot, and basically on the back end, this is kind of like what it looks like. You can just search for keywords. You can say the current bid, top level domain name that you can specifically want to look for. If you only want like register.coms, you have that feature to just sort through like what you want. I really like it. Now with Namecheap, it's not as comprehensive, to be honest with you. Like they have categories over here that you can organize things with, but that's it. And so, like, for example, like I want to look at only.com. So it's like, how do I do that? Like, you can't do that with Namecheap. And the marketplace is not as feature rich. It's basically, you register domain names, and then in your account, you can just say, I want to sell this domain name. Then you put it on the marketplace, and if it gets sold, you'll be notified, because then you can set a time period for how long the domain is available. For example, like if you look at like the closing today, like these are all domains that are closing and the specific day that they are closing. So for example, like gamingpleasure.com is currently closing in 34 minutes for $50. If I want to get this domain name, I can just quickly add it to my cart and boom, it's mine. And so that's the real difference between these two marketplaces. I find Dynadot, maybe I'm completely wrong. If I'm completely wrong, leave a comment below and let me know if I'm wrong about Namecheap. But personally, I've used Namecheap to sell domain names that I've owned. I like the simplicity of it, because it is like buy or sell domain names quick and easy with our easy system. Yeah, it is easy, because you just register domain names. You can put domain names on the marketplace. If they get sold, all right, you're notified, and then that is it. But it doesn't have the same level of features like back orders, domain marketplace, user domain auctions, all these other little features that you get with Dynadot. This is really more geared for domainers. This is more just like, hey, I registered a great domain name, I'm not using it, maybe I can sell it for $200. Like I had hostinghero.org that I was able to sell. And it's like, well, I wasn't really using it, so I don't really need it, and it's a good domain name. And I was able to sell it for money via Namecheap. So anyways, that is basically the main difference between Namecheap and Dynadot when it comes to the aftermarket and features of like buying and selling domain names, premium domain names, etc. All right, that's it for this video comparing Namecheap and Dynadot. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. My name is David, websitecreativepro.com. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.